cannot believe, I feel like I've never seen this before, Boo, how tight this leaderboard is right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we mentioned prior. You have so many games left, and you can't give up, right? And this is typical of it. The game of shakeups, that's what we will call this in history. You know, it's hard to be consistent. With the ways the zone works in this game, you're going to have RNG, you're going to have zones pulling bottom left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, whatever, everywhere. And this time the zone pulled all the way towards the north side near Sleepy Sound. And that means that the people that did well before, you know, are now set up to do a little bit worse, and the people that did bad prior to that are now set up to do a little bit better.
Yeah, as you see the second page, like, Tayson, Thomas HD, Pink, and Anas, these guys were in the top 5 before this, right? Tayson, Thomas HD were 6th, Pink and Anas were 4th, and now they're all the way down to 12th because of this. Before the 4th zone even started going, we had Grolls and Clown, who were 1st, Diox, who was in 2nd, Benji Savage, who was in 3rd, Tayson Thomas, who was 6th, and Lincoln Default 7th, all out. Before the 5th zone, we also saw Anas and Pink and Kiriachi go down there too. So basically everyone in our top 7 went out before zones even started to move, and that's why so many of them are now turning up on the second page. The huge shift that we've seen up in that first page has just been absolutely nuts. This right here is the Anas and Pink, you know, something that we've not seen from them so far, struggling with Surge.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's about the zone, right? All of these guys, they have to do something different now. You know, we've had 2 bottom left zones so far, and, you know, you sort of get comfortable in it, but now all of a sudden you're going to go somewhere else, everything gets jumbled, it's a little bit scary for you.
Oh, man, we have 1 game left to go to cement what the landscape will look like going into tomorrow's games. Friends, with 1 game left, what do we need to change up, right? What do we need to ensure that in this next game, we can just set ourselves up to come in strong tomorrow?
I think you just got to finish strong. You can't go into this last game and say, you know what, I'm just going to grief. I'm going to land on another team. You know, try the same thing. I think it's fine if you do fail right now. You'll be able to VOD review it tomorrow, change things up, and come back stronger.
Yeah, I think every single point matters. Remember, 12 games, if you get 5, it's better than getting 0 at the end of the day. And there's a lot of teams out there through the qualifiers, like I'm thinking Janus Vortex, that in Qualifier 2 in particular, had a pretty bad day. They didn't perform really well at all, but in that last game, they had this mentality of like, you know what? It doesn't matter. We can just do whatever we can here. And they picked up a 10 elimination victory. So I think there's going to be teams in the lobby right now who are further down the leaderboard. I'm looking at you, Hen and Queasy, you know, my prediction, even though they're still doing okay, but still that are like, right, let's get the mentality in check for that final game. Let's do well. Let's pick up a big victory. Let's get a bunch of eliminations and let's fly up the leaderboard.
You have to, right? This is kind of that time, especially. I do like your point though, Boo, right? Take to kind of VOD review and then say, what do we change for tomorrow, right? Even if this is not your greatest game, like, it's still okay. You have another 6 tomorrow to come back and make those changes. We'll have to see what today looks like, what tomorrow looks like, and how they compare. But for right now, this is it. The last game here in EU. I cannot believe it's gone so fast in day number 1. But it's that time. We're jumping on that battle bus one last time. So, Shy Wager 11-2K.
One more game, and you can see the shadows of the podium kind of in the distance of tomorrow. It comes down to 1 elimination on day 2, and you can make that difference right now. If you're any of these teams, Levin, this is their chance to maybe change their destiny before it even starts.
Yeah, and what an opportunity, right? We're seeing all these teams seemingly coming from out of nowhere at times to really push their way up in the standings. And you're right, it's these small margins that you'll look back on. You'll maybe think to yourself, oh, maybe if I just tried to get that 1 elimination on low ground, maybe that would have been the difference, right? And you never want to finish the 2 days feeling that way, right? So you got to go all out, and this is your chance to do it. Close out day 1 strong and go into day 2 even stronger.
Yeah, and the position for any of these teams is anything but distance. So close for everyone, and that's why Levin's mentioning we see so many random teams buff up.
Parti.